Good morning, everyone. How is everybody out there after the second week in lockdown here in New Zealand anyhow? It's been a particularly challenging time for everybody out there. Essential services are doing a terrific job. They're doing the best they can to do their social distancing, and while the rest of us stay at home in our own little bubbles with our families and knuckle down to the best we can, and hopefully come out the other end and carry on back to work. But what's everything going to look like when we do go back to work? When we do in the real estate market, what's it going to look like? Usually I'm on here on a Sunday afternoon explaining to anybody who cares to listen how our week in real estate has panned out, the amount of activity that's going on in the marketplace, what we've transacted on, what potential new listings we've got coming on. And unfortunately I can't give you that feedback at the moment because in real estate here in New Zealand, obviously we can't have face-to-face contact with anybody. We can't do any viewings. We've got to remain under complete and utter lockdown, the same as everybody else. So we're in the same position, but we've spent the time diligently over the last 2 weeks speaking to vendors, speaking to potential purchasers, and what their thoughts are moving forward. And they're very much in the same boat as everybody else. Some people don't know whether they're going to be having a job in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, who knows, 2 months, 3 months. We just don't know how long this scenario is going to take to play out. But the feedback that I have been having from numerous parties is that yes, they will be selling, and yes, they will be buying. Irrelevant of what the market, they're going to be buying and selling into the same market, but it's just when. They don't know when. We're going to wait for the market to see what it does. Maybe we're going to have a period of 2 to 3 months time lag. I'm not an economist, and I don't comment. There's no commentary around that in the market that we're in. Can listen to all the experts and make our own opinions. But ultimately, we'll listen to our Prime Minister, who's doing a fantastic job out there at the moment, and everybody out there who's looking after us are doing a great job. So we've got to listen to them and ultimately play what's in front of us. There's no point in looking behind us. So we'll play what's in front of us as far as the property market's concerned, and we're always there to have a chat if anybody's thinking of moving forward in the next 6 months, next 12 months, next 2 years. We're there to have a chat and help you through a difficult period, especially if you're planning for the future, if you're retirement, to moving into a retirement home. We're there to hold your hand through that process, really. And this maybe is a good time to pick up the phone and have a chat. I expect we've spoken to maybe 300-400 people over the period of the last couple of weeks. So what I would say to everybody out there at the moment is that yes, we're here to speak to you. Maybe upskill, do some training, whatever you can do, and keep your spirits high. Where the property market will end up, we don't know. And all we do care about is making sure that everybody's happy. We've been out on a couple of occasions, getting insulin for a couple of our clients who are suffering, who are immune compromised and unable to go out on their own. This is just one example. And she sold her house, hasn't been able to settle, and her husband is now living in the UK, so she's at home. Run out of stock food, run out of goat food. So I popped down to the local store, put all my gloves on, and did all the hygiene that I got to do for COVID-19, kept within the rules and regulations, and helped the lady out. So we're there to help people if we can. It's the only time we've been out of the house. We're having all our groceries online at the moment. Everybody's coming in online. So I'm sure you're all doing the same, and everybody's facing similar battles. And it's good to speak to everybody. We've on our Facebook page at the moment, you'll probably see that we've got an Easter egg scavenger hunt running, which is proving to be successful, and there's a little prize for somebody at the end of it, just to keep people interested in the properties that we do have on the market at the moment. We did have 15, definitely 15, I think it was maybe 16 properties that were going to come on the market in the 2 weeks they've just gone. It was probably be the busiest 2 weeks that we've had of taking properties to the market. But that'll wait for another day, the same as everything else will. We're just in survival mode, as is everybody at the moment. So, you know, the fittest survive. So get out there and As I said, you can always upskill. There's lots of things that you can be doing. Try and do some exercise if you can. I do actually take my dog out for a walk and take the son with me as well. And Angela, my wife, comes along sometimes, but we go out, and as we're here in New Zealand, it's called keeping in your little bubble. So we try to be as proactive as we can in our bubble, not too many arguments. Maybe time to watch some Netflix, catch up on some Netflix that you haven't before, or maybe some sport that you missed previously. But just keep a smile on your face, do the best you can, keep smiling, stay safe, and we'll speak to you all again soon. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye.